Do you see overlaps between surgery or doctor and golf? Okay.
And the robotics, you sit at the console and you do the operations with the sticks, and you have to be calm, and relaxed, and you cannot rush anything. And that's similar maybe to golf. And
yeah. Welcome back, everyone, to the 19th hole, the show where we continue long after the final putt. Every golfer knows the moment where he's over an important shot with calm hands, calm nerves, and no room for error. Our guest today knows that feeling better than most. Not from the fairway, but from the operating room. He spent decades as a surgeon before stepping into a new kind of precision, leading the game of golf in Switzerland. From scalpels to scorecard, he's now the president of Swiss Golf and still playing off a pretty mean 6 handicap. Please welcome Lukas Eisner.
Thank you.
I just want to quickly thanks to Madu, our co-host tonight, Brian and Pege for the bar. The Andy for the sound, he's not here, but everything is perfectly set. And Athletes Network for the cameras, and of course you, the audience, thanks for being here. And our partner Swiss PGA for partnering with us. Thank you very much. So straight into, I quickly want to discuss, we had Joel playing quite well the week before in Spain. So I think that's a great achievement also for Swiss golf, right?
Yeah, he's really playing well these days. I mean, he played well today and at the tournament in India again.
Yes.
And he's been playing great the last couple of tournaments. He's been great at the Olympics last year as well.
Yeah,
I mean, he entered as 60s or something like that, and in the end he finished on 40th place, which was quite an achievement.
Yeah.
So he's really keeping up the flag for Swiss golf on the top level, and we're super happy about that. And it's super important.
Yeah.
It's super important to have
Definitely,
someone,
yes.
and I hope soon a couple of players on the highest tour.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we hope so too. Yes, and I think everybody followed the Ryder Cup. Madu did for sure.
Oh yeah, what a crazy ending for that tournament.
It's also good for European golf, I guess. Winning on soil in America, which was crazy. But now to you, Lukas. So you were a surgeon for work for a big part of your life. So how did the transition happen from a surgeon into the leadership of golf?
Yeah, I mean, it was not a transition that I stopped surgery because I wanted to be in golf.
Yeah.
It was more, I mean, I was a surgeon. I tend to say I was a surgeon in my old life.
Okay.
But my old life stopped at the age of 65. I was a surgeon for 40 years.
Yeah.
That was a great time. I mean, maybe we can talk about surgery if you want to. And I took up golf like 25 years ago. So as a second apprenticeship,
okay.
let's put it that way. I was not a born golfer, and then I came into the captaincy at my club and into being a board member of Swiss Golf, and then it was just the right moment to take over the presidency of Swiss Golf because I stopped working, and so this fell together quite nicely.
Okay. So do you still remember your first golf shot, and how bad was it?
My first golf shot on the driving range? No, I don't.
Okay.
I remember the first par I made on a par 5 at our club.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I do. And I remember my first tournament. I really do remember the first tournament.
Yeah. How did that go?
That went quite well, actually. At the time, you used to play off 36 handicap. That was the highest handicap, and I played like at 28 or something like that. So that was quite okay at the time.
Pretty good, yeah. Do you see overlaps between surgery or doctor and golf, like in precision, calm hands?
There are similarities. I mean, there are for me as a president, there are similarities in guidance and leadership and stuff like that. Playing golf is different, obviously. I used to do a lot of open surgery at the time, and then we changed into laparoscopic surgery. And at the end of my career, I did quite a bit of robotics.
Okay.
And the robotics, you sit at the console and you do the operations with these sticks, and you have to be calm, and relaxed, and you cannot rush anything. And that's similar maybe to golf. And I used to play quite well when I came from operating robotically onto the course. That helped at the time. Yeah, that was quite good.
That's good. Yeah, I mean, I can see how that helps because, there's a lot of you have to stay calm and patient in golf. So that for sure is going to help.
Yeah,
a
you
lot.
cannot rush. You cannot rush in surgery, and you cannot rush in golf either. And you have to accept. You have to stay calm. And people don't stay calm on the golf course usually.
Yeah. We had this week, we played the Swiss PGA Championships.
Yeah, I saw that.
And twice I didn't stay calm too, but it just had to go out. But after that, it was pretty good again. So
you also have to accept it when you're not putting well. You just have to accept it. I mean, if you're making mistakes, but the putts don't go in, you have to accept it and keep on grinding.
Yeah.
And in surgery, you have to accept the situation, and you have to remain calm and step by step.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you also have in surgery, you have like moments that come unexpectedly.
Yeah, but that's not good surgery.
Yeah,
that's not good surgery. But yeah, you do have that. But I remember we used to do renal transplant. I mean, I used to do that when I was at the University of Basel. And at the beginning was so difficult. It didn't look right. And you just had to go step by step by step. And after a while, everything fell into place. You just had to keep going and suturing. And when you did that, everything went fine.
Okay. So also like a lot of repeating, I guess.
Yeah, just keep going, keep going, keep going. Yeah. And the anastomosis will look good in the end, hopefully.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I have one question when it comes to surgery, because I've been watching The Good Doctor.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw the show.
Yeah.
But
he's autistic.
Every time
he's autistic.
Yes, exactly. But every time they're in the surgery room, it's super relaxed. They talk about other stuff than what's actually is that a real thing, or is that more a thing of the show?
I didn't like people talking in the operating room.
Okay.
I think joking and stuff like that has no. For me, you have to be. I mean, there are situations where you're more relaxed, and then there are a couple of minutes where you really have to be concentrated. But I think in the operating room, you shouldn't have too many laughs, and you're dealing with patients, and you should be very serious and do your best. And too much talking is no good, also for infections. So we never talk that much.
Okay, but
there are moments where you talk a little more.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I was just something I was really wondering.
Yeah, I mean, you can compare it to golf again. I mean, it's like when after your drive, you walk to your ball, then you can relax and talk about something else.
Yes.
That's when we install everything for the patient, then we can talk. But once we start operating, I like the quiet.
Okay, yeah, that's the difference, because I like to hit my shot and then just keep talking.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. But the surgeon.
So that's maybe good. It's good for the people.
So are you the same on the golf course, where you like to keep it more quiet, or do you also just talk like in the TV show?
No, I like to talk on the golf course. I like to play fast. That's my thing.
Yeah, that's a bit of a problem these days. The slow playing. We had it a couple of times especially on a professional level. It's quite a thing.
Yeah, it is. I mean, on the professional level, I see it. I don't experience it, but on the amateur level, I think people should play faster and keep going. And I mean, what are they doing again? And why are they behind me again? And just hit their shot and. Look at their pot line, yes, but we're not playing for the Ryder Cup. So, I mean, I don't understand why we can play 6 hours for a scramble. I just don't get it. And on the professional level, I don't understand why they always have to look at their birdie books on the first hole. I mean, the hole didn't change.
It's just this I can answer you. It's just kind of it's a routine thing. You just like you open it up and you have this you have a picture in there. So you took your target line. So you pretty much just look at it as okay, that's the target line. Then you look up and then.
Yeah, I accept it, but it takes forever.
Oh, that's just for me. This just takes a couple of seconds. But if you look too long in there, it's I cannot understand it either. Yes, it's true.
And then you change the club again. I mean,
yeah. I mean, on the first tee, there's not much. You shouldn't change much of the clubs.
I mean, it's just what we see, and then people keep repeating that kind of stuff in the golf course. You know?
Yeah, true. Yeah. So just one question about the medicine side of your life. Like, what was a life lesson from the OR that you took that is still taking with you today?
Be calm in an emergency.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If things can go really sideways, stay calm.
Yeah.
And take a step. And if something goes wrong, take a step back.
Mm-hmm.
In surgery, if you have a complication, and it's probably the same in golf as well. I mean, your brain just go haywire.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're in surgery, you have a small complication, and out of a small complication, people tend to make a catastrophe. Take a step back, call for help, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And on a golf course, sometimes it's the same. You have a bad shot, and then you keep adding bad shots onto that.
Yeah, because you just can't let go, and then it still keeps staying in your mind, and then
something goes wrong in the brain.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's right. That's a good lesson. You can use that for you for sure, Madu.
I'll definitely take your advice on that.
No, so yeah, and then then you took over the lead from Swiss Golf in beginning of 2004, if I'm not mistaken. 2024. Yeah, that's I meant, but
24.
My brain was
2004.
In panic mode.
I was playing golf, but I was full in my career.
Okay, yeah. No, so 2024, you took over as president of Swiss Golf. So what were the first priorities as president?
I think we have to, obviously, elite sport is very important.
Yeah.
So we have to advance elite sport. We have to do everything we can for our top players and for our juniors and our top juniors. We want to grow the game on all levels.
Yeah.
And there's always a question, maybe we can talk about this a little more, about do we want to be inclusive or do we want to be exclusive? And we cannot be both because it's contradictory. And the third step, and we're going to move now, is we are moving our office from Épalage, where it has been for years and ages and years, to Bern now on 1st of November.
Okay.
I think it's a big step. It's not only the movement of the office, but it's also a change. We do hope that we can have a change of mindset.
Okay. So the move of the office was to have a change of mindset.
No, it's part of that.
Yeah.
The move of the office is because we really thought that we would be much better off in a central part of Switzerland than in Épalage, where it's really, for most people, not very close.
Okay.
So we choose, and then we decide. We were discussing, do we want to go towards Zurich? Would have been a possibility, but that's too far away for the French speaking.
Yeah, because there is.
So I think Bern is a good alternative, good possibility. It's in the middle of Switzerland, so that's okay. It's reachable for everybody. Our co-workers who still want to work with Swiss Golf can follow us and can come to Bern. Zurich would have been very difficult for them.
Yeah.
So we wanted to keep them, and that's why Bern is the perfect location. But also, I think we have now the chance for a change of of spirit, maybe.
Yeah, that sounds great.
We want to improve, and we want to improve on so many levels.
Yeah, I mean,
we have to keep up with our partners. You know, everything's changed. Life's changed. I mean, we have now everybody. We live in a digitalized world. We have social media, and things have been changing rapidly the last couple of years. The first iPhone, do you know when it appeared?
2008?
Yeah, I think 2007. But
almost.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah, I think it's 7. But it's not that long. It's not even 20 years, and it has changed our lives completely.
Absolutely, yes.
And the way we deal with things has changed completely. So we have to keep up.
Yeah, for sure. So, I mean, you took over after Reto Bieler, which had a really, really good presidency, as I read, and also heard, because he like reunited a bit the golf in Switzerland. So, what were the challenges after such a good presidency for yourself a bit?
I really didn't see it as a challenge. I thought it as an opportunity. You know.
Okay.
I give my best. I do my best. And Reto has done many things, really, many great things. He changed the logo, the name. He integrated the ASGI and Migros Golf, which I think is super important because they represent about 45% of all golfers in Switzerland. So that's an important part, and we cannot do without them. But I think we should integrate everybody that has to do something with golf. You know, you have different associations that do something for golf, and we should all take them with us.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think that's you work better together than on your own.
We have to. We're a small country, and everybody who contributes to golf, we should accept it. And we should be happy that they do something.
So, and what's your goals for in 5 to 10 years for Swiss golf?
It would be great if we had a couple of male players also on the top tours. We have a couple of female players now on the top tours.
They're doing really well.
Yeah, they're playing great. And we have young female players pushing, you know. And we have more male players on all tours now. We do. So I think it would be great if we really would have 2 or 3 top players or 4 top players on the top tours, maybe even a Ryder Cup players. We've been talking about the Ryder Cup. I mean, obviously, this is super difficult. And when you see where these Ryder Cup players train or where they come from, all the Europeans, I mean, apart from those from Great Britain and Ireland, they all come from the American system.
Yeah.
All.
Yeah.
All. They've all.
Yeah.
All of them. So Victor Hovland, John Rahm, they all were in the States. They all trained in the States. They were in the States for most of their career. So, but our players are also in the States. Many of them are in the States, so it's nothing against that. And I think the education in the States is great. But yeah, for Swiss golf, it would be great if we'd have a Ryder Cup player.
Yeah. So
an Olympian and a player at the Masters and the top two. And if they could if they could play for the victory. Yeah. I mean, Joel is there. I mean, if we'd have 5 more players like Joel, I'd be super happy.
I see.
I'd be super happy. And then on the other side, I'm always asked, what can we do for the pros, for the amateur players, for the popular sport.
Yeah.
We also have to do something for them, but we're 100,000 golf players in Switzerland. We have 100 courses. I don't think that we can have that many more players, you know.
Yeah, all right.
But maybe more. And
I mean, a couple are going to stop, so...
Yeah. But those who are going to stop in the next years, they're not playing that much now. So they're not using the courses that much. What I think we should put more importance to is getting the players really, really young. I think we're almost too late.
All right.
And I get the impression that, they have to, these days, they have to start at the age of 5.
Right. So what could you do?
That's difficult. That's super difficult because, I mean, how can we get, we have programs to get them in schools and stuff like that. But, if you get them in the school at age 10, 12, it's too late.
Yeah.
It's too late to be a top player. So what we have to do is probably get the parents to play,
Yeah.
or keep the younger generation in the game, educate the players age now 20, or the young adults, and once they have kids, if they're good players, they're going to stay in the game.
Mm-hmm.
And if they stay in the game, their kids are going to be in contact with the game at a very young age. And if they stop playing, and my experience and all our experience is that if you get these young adults or young kids to a good level, they stay in the game.
Mm-hmm.
But if they don't reach like a good single handicap, they're probably going to stop
Mm-hmm.
at a certain age. And if they stop playing, they won't bring their kids. We have to make sure that our players that are our juniors that are in the clubs, even if they're a little older, that they get a great education, that they become great club players, and they stay in the game.
Yeah.
And they have to play in the teams, and we have to have them in the teams, and that's where we can improve.
Yeah.
And then we can try to get the kids of these players.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, because what I see too, there's a lot of like friends, like not friends, but people I know that started when they were young, but then stopped in between, and now they're like restarting again, pretty much. So yeah, I mean, just because they probably had some other priorities.
Yeah, everybody has other priorities at a certain age. That's for sure. But if you're a member of a team, then you stay in the game.
For sure, yeah. I think that's something in golf which is sometimes a bit missing, for sure. Like the team aspect of it, which is really good in America because in a college or so you have it.
Yeah, you have the high school golf, you have the college
Yeah.
golf. I mean, someone told me, we have to get to the grandparents and teach them, or have them bring their grandkids to the golf course. Maybe that would be a great way too.
Yeah, that would work too, for sure.
Yeah, we have to find a way to get the kids when they're very young to the golf course. And then I think from the Swiss golf part, we have to try to help the clubs in the training of these young kids even more than we do now.
Yeah.
Now it's a little bit management by happening.
Mm-hmm.
We have these kids and they're in the club, and if the club professional does a great job, it's great, and if he does a mediocre job, it's mediocre.
Yes.
I think we should get a little bit more involved. We're trying to do that. Help these club professionals even more.
Yeah, I mean,
not take over from the club professional. We cannot do that, but we can integrate them and help them.
Yeah. Like kind of have like a expert, like how do you say it, like list or something. Also, because I think it's of course the club professional, but at a later stage there's also things like fitness and other stuff you kind of have to, and I felt sometimes it's really hard to get to figure out who is the right person to go to if I have this or that problem. Is that maybe something too you considering, or to kind of have like a list of people which are, let's say, stamped by Swiss Golf that they're doing a great job in what they're doing?
I mean, we just started now a cooperation with Balgrist, with the Medical Performance Center, and I think they are really trying to get into this topic from a professional orthopedic and medical view. Otherwise, it's not that easy, if I say this one is a good physiotherapist, then the other one says, yeah, but I'm a good physiotherapist.
Yeah, I understand.
And who am I to judge? So, but yeah, I think we can look into that and find a way, and also educate the physiotherapist and educate the. We're working together with a fitness coach as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's important, and I think, or I get the impression that some of the golfers are lacking basic fitness levels. I mean, if I compare it to all the team sports I did, I mean, fitness was always a part of it. And if you see the hockey players, they're super fit, and the golfers sometimes they see the fitness center the first time at age 16 or something like that, and that's too late.
For sure, yeah. I mean, it's a part of the game, especially for injury.
Yeah. And the thing is,
prevention.
Yeah, the thing is, it's not. At the beginning, it's not that important. You can be a good golfer without going to a fitness center.
It's just when you turn 30 or a bit older, then it's
before,
a very
probably.
Important part. Maybe a little bit before too. Yeah.
Yeah, probably before. And if you want to play on a professional level, then it's also very important.
Oh yeah, I mean, especially now where everybody swings it faster and trying to hit the ball further, it's very important to be on a good level, fitness.
I know you like to go to the gym as well. You like to keep fit.
I go 3 times a week at least. Okay. 1 time's boxing, so do something.
And you, Lukas, do you also stay fit?
Yeah, I try to. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I had a bad back pain when I was 34 or something. My son was small. So since then, I used to run a lot. Now I row every day on a rowing machine for like 45 minutes. I go to the gym 3 times a week.
It's good. Yeah, I saw you do like a lot of other sports. What was that? Tennis, ski, snowboard, kite. Do you still do kite surfing?
I was fascinated by kite surfing. It's a great sport, and I saw it in Florida.
Yeah.
I saw 2 guys kite surfing. I mean, yeah. And then I said, I'd like to learn that. And I did, but I don't know. I came to an equivalent of a handicap 36 or something.
I just wanted to ask, you're not the 6th then in kite surfing? You're not the handicap 6 in kite surfing?
Probably not. I mean, a handicap 6 is not that good. That's the other thing. No, I'm a certified kite surfer, like a level 5, but yeah.
All right.
I did it a couple of times. It's not that easy to do it from here. It's you always have to travel, and it's time consuming. But the most important thing is that my wife started with me, but then she stopped. She never really learned it, and so it's not that easy. It's something I have to do by myself. And I might still do it, but I'm not a very good kite surfer.
And golf, do you still play regularly, or how like do you get the time still to go?
Yeah. Now it's no problem. I stopped working a year ago, so I have time to play.
Yeah, if actually somebody told me that you are kind of a little golf nerd too. Is that correct? Like you like to go to tournaments and I think you were at the Masters this year. Is that correct? Yeah.
No, I was not at the Masters. I was at the Ryder Cup this year.
Oh, right. Cool. Yeah.
I like to watch. I mean, I like to watch. A Ryder Cup is nice. I think it's important for Swiss golf to go to these tournaments and have someone there and get the experience and know what's happening on the absolute top level.
Yeah.
And we have to keep the connections that we have, and we have to exchange with other associations. So I think it's important that 1 or 2 persons always go to.
Yeah. And was it that bad with the crowd in New York? If we want to go into that.
It wasn't that bad, but I was in Rome 2 years ago, and in Rome, have you been to the Ryder Cup?
No.
You should go once. Rome was super nice. I mean, it was super friendly, and people were singing and chanting, and now in the States was people were less singing than shouting, and it was a little bit more aggressive. And then there was this stupid thing with the master of ceremonies, this woman who started shouting, "F you, Rory," and that's stupid. That's a little bit over the top. You know, if people do that after having too many beers, it's one thing. But if the master of ceremonies officially on the mic does that, that's stupid.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. I think she didn't know what to do anymore because she tried to like start with chants, and then the people just booed her, and then she just like But I think she got fired quite quickly after that.
Yeah, she got. I read something that she got fired.
Yeah, but everybody gets fired in the States quite quickly, so it doesn't mean anything. She'll be back.
Yeah. No, so you like to travel to quite a couple of golf tournaments, then?
I travel to all the important tournaments in Switzerland.
Yep.
I mean, I go to all the important tournaments in Switzerland. I think I should do that if I have time. I went to the Pro Golf Tour in Beaumont this year. And otherwise, I like to travel a little bit. I don't go to all the tournaments. I mean, if you're there, you see much less than you see on TV.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, it's difficult to follow, but you're much closer. And when you stand beside these guys, I mean, it's impressive to see how they hit the ball. The height of the shots is impressive. It's not even the distance we all know, we see, but the height of the shots is impressive.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna take Madu to a tournament someday.
Okay. Have you been?
I've been to the Omega Masters one time 2 years ago, but I was just there for half a day. I didn't really have much time. But I have played with Zeno once, and I have to say he also hits very impressive shots. So.
Yeah. I mean, the difference between top players and high level players is minute. It's not much. But there is a difference.
Yeah, I mean, there's just in consistency. There's quite a difference. Yeah, there's just a bit like when you see two hitting a drive, it's probably quite similar, but it's just that the better player will just hit it way more consistently for sure.
Yeah. I see a similarity again between golf and surgery. I mean, I used to have these assistants and seniors, and you knew from the beginning where they would end. You know, you had the ones who were on the left side, and you had the ones who were on the right side. And the ones on the right side just had a different mindset and a different approach, and they were just different. And they could become top surgeons there. And you had the ones on the left side, and they could also become good surgeons, but it would just not be at the same level. And I think the same goes for golf. If you have 2 kids, you know, and if you have one kid who never wins at the level of 10-year-old or 12, he's not going to win the Masters. It's just not going to happen. They're not going to cross, you know. You have the kid who wins the tournament at 10, at 12, at 14. Probably he's not going to win the Masters either. There's just a question of probability. The one who's not winning at a certain age or is never winning, he's not going to win the Masters. There's something lacking.
Yeah, I mean, there maybe there's a couple of stories where they're just like I'm just referring to Tom Brady when he was drafted, like when they have the combine tests. So they have to run and they have to like throw, and Tom Brady was rated like a really weak arm, like he was slow, he was tall, he wasn't like athletic, and he got drafted pretty much at number 199, like pretty much the last draft. And then he walks up to Mr. Kraft, which is the owner of the Patriots, and says like, "This is the best decision you've ever made." So yeah, I mean, I can see when you say like, you kind of have to win, that he was sure winning, but you kind of like, I think the mindset is really important too.
Yeah, the mindset is important, but you know, they never cross.
They
never cross. Yeah. And when you see the top players, I mean, I'm really talking about the top players.
Yeah.
Their performance was always fantastic, even at a young age.
Mm-hmm.
When you see the palmarès of Scotty, for example, I mean, it's impressive at any age.
Oh, yeah.
At any age.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%.
Or you see Rory, not all of them made it. I mean, there was this Austrian guy who was on TV also, and he was great expectations, and in the end, he didn't really make it to. He's still playing somewhere, but not everybody succeeds.
Yeah.
Not everybody who's good at a young age succeeds. Absolutely not.
Oh, yeah. You kind of have to be at some level at a young age for sure.
Very good level at a very young age these days.
So you started playing quite late in your life?
Yeah, it still shows.
Did you improve quickly, or was it like a long process?
No. I mean, I used to play tennis quite on a decent level, and I really engaged myself in golf when I started. I started at the age, I think 40 or something like that, 42. And I improved quite quickly.
So you think it was a transfer of skill from tennis to golf, or
transfer of experience to it's easier to start golfing when you play tennis or something like a ball sport before. Football doesn't really help probably, but tennis helps. Tennis helps, hockey helps, but you're never going to be a great player. Never going to be a great player. You have to be good at a very young age. These days, you probably have to have. I mean, if you want to be a really good player, you have to start at a young age, and like 12. Or you can even be a good player when you start at age 14. But if you want to be a top player, you have a +4 or something like that at age 14. Otherwise, you're just too far behind. It's crazy.
Especially with the new handicap system, right? I mean, I haven't read about anything with the handicap system, so I have professional since 9 years now, so I just know the old system. But I've heard a lot of people talking about the new system, and that it changes quite quickly with the handicap too.
It's out of the last 20 rounds, it's the average of the 8 best out of the last 20.
Yeah.
So if 20 rounds ago you played a really good round, and now you're playing the next round and it's really bad, the best round gets now taken out of the last 20. So your handicap will go up again. Right? So it can change very quickly, but it doesn't keep into account the whole history, right? I don't know how it was before though. So
let me just make another point before we come to the handicap system. I was just talking about these guys, at age 14, and you can learn up to a certain age, movements and stuff like that. You learn up to a certain age, and after a certain age, it's just not the same. That's why I golf the way I do, and Zeno golfs the way he does. But it was interesting. I was talking to my neuroradiologist at the time, and he said, yeah, but you can see that in an MRI, you can see that the synapses, they close at age 14, 15. And once the cellular connections in the brain are closed, you cannot learn the movement the same way as you do when you're younger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so there is a correlation between the MRI and your ability to learn.
Yeah.
And it's also interesting. Today I was at the driving range because we had a game, and then I saw 2 beginners, and I thought, what are these girls doing? That's so awful. And then we have the Golf Sixes, these series for the young girls and the boys, but really young. And it's a popular sport series, and these girls and boys, they don't know how to golf. And they have a handicap 36, and they're really starting. And they all look great. It looks like golf. You see them and you say, they're good golfers. They just imitate and they mimic, and it's perfect.
Yeah.
Whereas after a certain age, you just do interesting things, but has nothing to do with golf.
Yeah. I mean, it's also funny because if you give a 4 or 5-year-old a club into the hand, it will just automatically swing on the right plane.
Yeah, why would he do it differently?
Because it's the easiest way to move the club. So, and as soon as you have like a little too much muscles to move the club any other way, so you start doing it. So I mean, a friend of me, his kid, like he had a club in his hand. It looked exactly like Tiger Woods, just on the other side. It was his left-handed, Tiger's right-handed, but it looked like on a picture. It was. He hung it up in his office, and you could see Tiger and his son next to it. It looked completely the same.
Yeah, because probably the son also saw a good golf swing and knew what to do.
Yeah. No, I think you're right. Like it definitely helps a lot if you start really young.
Oh, you have to.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to be a fantastic player, you have to. But you can learn it up to a certain age, and then it just starts getting. It's different. You see it.
Yeah.
You can tell.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. But that's with any sport. I mean, that's the same with tennis. I can tell you, when someone grips his racket, did he learn it at a young age, or did he learn it once he was older?
Mm-hmm.
Same with skiing.
Yeah.
And it doesn't take long, you know.
Yeah. I mean, ski and golf World Cup again to skiing. It's have you heard of it? About the ski and golf World Cup?
Yeah. Have you participated?
I participated this year the first time. It was quite fun. I mean, I haven't been skiing since ski racing since I'm 14, so I was a bit slow in the gates.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna see if I do better next year.
Yeah. We had a world champion, a Swiss world champion, Claudio Blasi.
Yeah. He told me, yes.
Yeah, he won.
Yeah.
I think once or twice. I don't know.
He said I think once when Bodie Miller was still playing.
Yeah, that's his story.
Yeah.
He's a really good skier too.
Oh yeah.
He's a really good skier.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. It's a really nice event, by the way. But yeah.
Yeah, but you have to be a good golfer, otherwise.
100. Well, they changed it a little bit.
But still
need to be a good golfer for sure. Yeah. I mean, who won it? Sam Moss. He races in the World Cup, and I think he plays off handicap 1.
Yeah.
So it was
that helps.
Impressive.
Yeah. You have to be a good skier and a good golfer. It's not just.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you were talking about the handicap system. I mean, yeah, it is what it is, huh? It is, and I mean, people always tell me, yeah, but it's not a good system. Yeah, maybe it's not, but it's just the system that we have now, and people have the tendency to think that we, as Swiss Association, can adopt it or not. We cannot. It's just that's the system we have, and. We have no way of not playing with this handicap system. There's no other solution. I think personally, I think it's a fair and very good system if you play regularly. That's the point.
If you play regularly.
Yeah. If you never play and then 1 round or 2 rounds, we still have people who still have rounds from 5 or 6 years ago. So, yeah, but what can we do? If you never play a round of golf and you never play a handicap, counting round, then it's difficult to evaluate your capabilities. And then people say, yeah, but these two, they go out and they just write their scores down, and they that's not fair. And yeah, what can I do? And do I care? No, I don't really.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I can see that.
At the beginning, you have a lot of fluctuation. You know, you can have it goes up and down. Yes, but if you just play 1 round or 2 rounds, but if you stop playing, you play 10 rounds, then it's what it should be.
Yeah. No.
If you have a very good round like 4 years back, and now you have a bad round, then obviously, one time your handicap's going to go up. But in my view, for those who really play on a regular basis, it's quite fair. My colleagues, they all stay. Those who play, they stay where they should be, or they go up and play where they should be. I mean, if you play to a 14, there's no reason and no use having a handicap of 5.
Yeah. I mean, at the end, if you go out and write the scorecards with your friends, you're kind of just cheating yourself too.
Yeah. But then we can just do it now.
Yeah.
Why should we go? Yeah. Why take the hassle of going out on the course?
Playing 18 holes, yeah. Just have a beer and ride down the score.
Yeah. And I think the worst thing to do is, or the worst thing to have is too low a handicap and go out and play on the course. And then that's, you have these guys that go out with a 2 handicap and come back with a 104 in the interclubs.
Yeah.
If I don't know them, that's okay. But if I know them, I think it's not.
Yeah. I mean, it's also, I think to a certain level, you kind of have to play all the courses in the world. So let's say like at 24 or something. But after that, it doesn't really matter what's your handicap, unless you want to go and brag about it. But I mean, if you play it, you'd rather play a tournament and win a prize for it, no? That's my opinion. But
yeah, people are always afraid that they cannot play a certain course, but I don't really know any course that you couldn't play with a credit card.
Yeah, true. Yeah, probably helps too.
I mean, there are some German courses, and if you really, it's a mindset.
Yeah,
more than anything else. I think the system for those who play regularly is a good system.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and a fair system, and can you play everywhere to your handicap? Yeah, you probably cannot, because if you play a course the first time, it's always difficult, but you should be able to play more or less to your handicap.
Yeah, perfect. So I think we go on with the stinger questions from Madu, which are always quick fire questions.
Okay, let's go. Let's do that.
All right, so my first question will be, who is your favorite golfer and who is your favorite swing at the moment?
My favorite golfer at the moment is Scotty. And I really like, I'm impressed by Bryson DeChambeau's swing. I don't like it that much, but swing-wise, I really like Joël Guerbor's swing. He has a beautiful swing.
Yeah.
It is.
He has a beautiful swing.
My next question.
I mean, I saw him on TV last week. You could follow him, and it's really impressive. I mean, he's not as long as some of the others, but he has a really, really nice swing.
It just looks effortless when Joel
it does. Yeah. It does.
Yeah.
So my next question is, what is your favorite club to use when you're on the golf course?
I like my driver. I have quite a consistent draw, and I like my gap wedge.
Gap wedge?
Yep.
Okay. First time we're hearing gap wedge, I think.
Yeah, but driver was in there a few times.
Yeah, no, I like my gap wedge. I like, consistent, and I like it around the greens. So
yeah.
Next question is, what is the worst golf advice you have ever received?
Keep your head down.
Next one will be...
it's just so stupid. It's just so stupid. It has nothing to do, and you have to keep your head down. No.
Yeah, it doesn't help. It's pretty bad advice. True.
I was told that in the beginning
any advice
as well.
Anybody gives me, any unasked advice.
Yeah.
So next is, what is the most clutch shot you've ever hit? If you could talk us through the whole.
No, that's the interesting thing. You always remember the bad shots, and you don't remember the good shots as much.
So you want to tell us your worst golf shot?
One of my I remember having a hole-in-one on Alcanada on hole 6. That's a par 3, and it was really bad. The golf club in Mallorca just opened, was really a bad 7-iron, and just rolled and went into the hole. That I can remember, yeah.
That's pretty good.
So the next question is, if you were to play in a foursome, what would your dream foursome be? And it could be anybody who's dead or alive. Doesn't need to be a golfer as well.
Yeah, but if you play golf, you should have golfers. I would like to play with Tiger Woods. That would be interesting. I would add Rafael Nadal and
Why not?
President Trump.
All right. Yeah, cool. Interesting. Why not Roger Federer?
Nah, Roger Federer obviously is a great player, and he also plays quite effortless golf. And I mean, I think just Rafael has such an unorthodox swing, and he's so efficient with that swing. And I think that would just be interesting to talk to him. I mean, when you see, have you seen his swing?
Yeah. See, it's like his backhand in tennis.
It looks awful, but he's a really good player.
Yeah.
He's a really good player.
Was he off like 2 or 3 handicap?
No, he's
or
scratched.
Lower?
He's scratched.
Oh yeah,
He's scratched. Yeah. He won the Balearic Professional Championships. So.
Oh right.
Yeah. No, I mean, the ball doesn't see his swing, and he's so much speed on the ball.
Yeah.
And obviously, he has a good feeling for the ball.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Obviously, it would also be nice to play with Roger Federer, but yeah.
No, that's fine.
President Trump. I mean, he's an interesting person. Let's put it that way. I don't agree with all of his politics, obviously not, but he's a good golfer.
Yeah.
He's a good golfer.
Yeah. Yeah, he was also in a video with Bryson DeChambeau, I think, when the series about.
I saw that video as well.
Break 50.
Yeah,
I think
exactly. And he's a good golfer.
Oh yeah, you can see for sure. 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have a couple of wrap-up questions left, pretty much. There's what's the biggest lesson golf has taught you about life?
I try to stay composed on the golf course, and I think that's something. I mean, there are many other subjects that taught me in life, and I took up golf when I was 40, so it was maybe too late to teach me something. And I got humbled in surgery quite often. So, but I think it's important to stay in the game and stay calm and be quiet. And if you're playing badly, play badly, but play badly quiet.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
You're having a bad round. Don't make it a bad round for everybody else.
Yeah.
And people tend to do that. That's something I do not understand.
I mean, it's also after the round. Like, there's so many players on the 19th hole where they talk about how like all the bad shots they hit, but they never talk about the good shots they hit, which I think kind of interesting too sometimes.
Yeah, but also on the 19th hole, I'm not that interested in every shot from everybody.
Yeah, for sure. You'd like to talk about something else. Definitely. Yeah, so, and then if listeners only remembers one thing from this talk, what should it be?
I think it would be great if everybody who can would contribute something to get really young kids to play the game and to get the parents to take their kids. That would help Swiss golf and golfers in Switzerland and golf in Switzerland.
Mm-hmm. No, that's great. And then we have the question from our last guest for you, which was Vanessa Knecht. And she asked, what's something you can't travel without, but not the passport?
I really try to travel light. So I remember I went to the American College of Surgeons with one suit, and on the first day I went to Starbucks and closed the lid. I usually just drink espresso all the time, but then I had one of these Frappuccino or whatever, and I got it all over my suit, so I had to buy something there. But otherwise, I really travel light. I always take my phone. I mean, obviously, these days you cannot travel without your phone.
Yeah.
But I've been traveling without money for years now.
Okay.
I just have to take my phone.
Yeah.
And otherwise, maybe, since I have my phone, I would probably take a battery pack.
Okay. Yeah. That's good. And what would be your question for our next guest?
What's your most important goal in life?
What's your most important goal in life? It's a great question, yeah. Gonna write this down. No, so do we have some questions from the audience?
How do you make Swiss golf, more interesting or less tense? You travel a bit and you go to Australia, you go to America, it feels a lot more loose. Whereas if you play in Switzerland, sometimes feels a bit tense. How do you make it more?
Yeah, that's the point. Are we going to be exclusive or do we want to be inclusive? And we have some exclusive clubs. Okay, they can be tense. And then I think I remember when I started playing, at my golf, everybody was super tense. And I think one of the reasons why people are quite tense is because it's not natural to them. It's not natural to them. And if they would start earlier, it would be much more natural and their composure on the golf course would be much easier. So, yeah, I think we have to get more young people to play.
Yeah.
You mentioned before that the top European players are all educated, most educated in the US. So what is your takeaway really from that? What can we, not only in Switzerland, but in Europe overall, change in terms of the education for the top 1% of talent?
Yeah, it's difficult. The thing is that in the college they get to play other top players, and the density of top players in Europe is just, we would have to maybe do something on a European base, So some of the players that play in the top events they come out of Great Britain and Ireland, and they have more top players, they have more really good players, so the competition is much more fierce there. Whereas here I know it very well in Switzerland, but it's the same in Germany, France. If you're a good player in Switzerland, there's not that much competition, And I think we need more competition. If you go to the junior championships here in Switzerland, I'm talking about Switzerland, you have 2 or 3 guys who can win it, okay? Maybe 4 or 5. But in the end, it's 2 or 3.
Yeah.
And all the others, and if these 2 or 3 lose 4 shots, they're going to finish second. But if you look at the top tournaments, if you lose 4 shots, you're going to be 67th, And I think the competition should be fiercer. We don't have the schools here. That's the other thing, and the possibility to combine education and sport is just fantastic in the States.
Somebody else?
I'm not against them going to the States. I think it's a great opportunity to combine both. Because if you don't do some sort of education in Switzerland and you try to be a golf professional and you do not succeed, and statistically your chances of succeeding or your chances of not succeeding are super high. That's just the statistics. Out of 1,000 people who try to become professional playing pros, 2 succeed. And the thousands who try, they're good golfers. I never tried, obviously, for good reasons. No, they're all top-level golfers, and out of these 1,000, 2 succeed. So the statistics are against you. And so you have to have a backup plan.
Live Golf famously plays music during their golf tournaments and has DJs and other things like that. What's your opinion on music on the golf course?
I hate it. I have a clear opinion. I hate it. I like it, but that's me. That's me. I'm not a music person. I like to listen to music sometimes, but I'm not a person who likes to listen to music all the time. When I'm in the car, sometimes I just like the quiet. In the operating room, I did like the quiet. There were some surgeons who always wanted music. I don't like it. What's your opinion?
I quite like it just because it gives a little bit of a change, but
Yeah.
I'm not sure professional golf needs a Dutch hardcore DJ.
I was in the States this summer, and there were all these putting greens. I was at Geneva Golf Club in in Wisconsin, and I was at Kohler Resorts in Wisconsin, 2 big course resorts, and they all had these huge putting greens, huge, with music and beer, and that's fun. I like that. Perfect. But I personally don't like the cards with music. I think that's stupid. But that's me. If you like it, go for it.
Just know when Lukas is there. No. So, Lukas, thank you very much for being here. It was an absolute pleasure to have someone here to bring that kind of mindset for the game we all love. Big thanks again to Madu, Brian, and Pege, to Kevin, which is again not here today. I think he's still in Japan. To Athletes Network for the cameras, to VideoJobs, who's gonna edit the whole stuff. And of course, again, our live audience, thank you very much for coming. And our partner, the Swiss PGA, thank you very much. I'm Zeno Felder. This is the 19th hole. Take your swing, believe in your next shot, and we'll see you next time here at the 19th hole. And don't forget to follow us on YouTube, Spotify, and Instagram for some more stories behind the scenes and highlights from the 19th hole. But before we stop, Lukas, we have a little pitch chip challenge for you.
Okay.
And if you hold it, you'll have bragging rights for life.
Nobody hold it before.
Nobody hold it. We had 4 professionals so far,
Okay.
and so yeah, you're the first amateur to give it a try. Apart
Where
from
is it?
it's back there. You see the carpet on the ground,
Yeah.
and then we'll put this aside quickly, and then
Okay.
Cedric didn't make it to the stage, so I don't know.
With how many tries?
You can have 2. Normally you have 1, but you can have 2.
I'll do with 1. That's fine.
Just hold the first one. That's perfect.
That's probably not enough.
Go. Oh my God.
That was pretty good.
That's great. That was great. Yeah, I'd leave it with that. Or you wanna go?
No,
wanna have
that's
another
okay.
Try?
We'll leave it with that.
Perfect. that was the best shot so far, for sure. 100%. Well done, Lukas.
Thank you.
So yeah, thank you very much. Great to have you all here, and hopefully see you next time. Thanks a lot. Lukas.